Class 12, today I am going to start binomial distribution. So in this one, first I will tell you some points. Okay, please copy this one in your copy. First point is fx equals to ncx bx q power n minus x. Now n is the number of independent trials. When suppose that we are throwing one die. Okay, so it is n. N means number of trials, how many times we are trying. We are tossing 2 coins at a time, so this one is trial. Okay, so n is the number of independent trial, x, p is the number of success in n trial. Suppose that if they will ask what is p, okay, so p is the number of success in n trial. Okay, and q is number of failure in n trial. It means that if p is success, then q will be failure, opposite. Vice versa can also happen. If p is failure, q will be success. Okay, now fx is the probability function which we had done in the last class in random variable, that it can be denoted by px also and fx also. Okay, and x is the number of trials. X is successful number trials. When you will do that, you will understand one by one. Okay, now fx equals to this formula is important because we will use this formula in each and every question. Okay, this is also known as a Bernoulli theorem. Okay, you can open your binomial distribution. In first page it is written Bernoulli. Okay, Bernoulli trials. Okay, this one is also known as a Bernoulli trials. You can write it. Go to chapter 3 binomial distribution. Now, if you know p, how you will find q? Q equals to 1 minus p. Always q equals to 1 minus p. If you know how many times there are success are there, then you can find failure by using this formula. Q equals to 1 minus p. Mean. Now in the last one, random variable when you are doing, at that time also you are finding mean, variance and standard deviation. Same in this one also you have to find mean, variance and standard deviation, but here we will use some parameters to find mean, variance and standard deviation. So mean equals to np. np are parameters, q will not be a parameters. Okay, because we are finding q using p, so q will never be a parameter. Only n number of trials and p number of success will be your parameters. So how many parameters are there? 2 parameters. Mean equals to np. Okay, now to find variance, formula is npq. Now in place of q you can write also 1 minus p, because q is nothing but 1 minus p. Standard deviation or sd, you can write root over npq. So np we can write as it is in place of q. We can write also 1 minus p. Go through very short questions because it is important. I have seen in the last year also, they are giving from this chapter. Okay, multiple choice question. Only 4 are there, so please go through it. Now, please copy this one first. Class 12, read very short answer type question. Question number 5 of binomial distribution. 7 unbiased coins are tossed simultaneously at random. Find the probability of getting. Question number Roman 1 is exactly 2 tails, at most 2 tails, and at least 2 tails. Okay, so how many unbiased coins are there? 7 unbiased coins. It means that number of independent trial n equals to 7. Okay, 7 unbiased coin is 7. 7 is number of n equals to 7. Okay, are tossed simultaneously at random. Find the probability of getting exactly 2 tails, at most 2 tails, at least 2 tails. Okay, so first of all we will use Bernoulli trials or binomial distribution to find p and q. Now let p be the probability of getting tail. Okay, so when we toss a coin we get 2 faces, either tail or head. So how many total events are there? 2. Okay, experiment are 2 experiment, and we can get, they are saying only tail. They are asking for tail only. Means exactly 2 tails, at most 2 tails, at least 2 tails. So we can get tail 1 time only. if we will toss a coin, we can get head and tail. So we can get tail one time and head one time. But total probability, total experiment is 2 head and tail. So total we will write down, and we are getting one tail. So 1 by 2. Now Q value is 1 minus P from formula. 1 minus P. P is half. 1 by 2. When you will take LCM, 1 minus half will give us half only. Okay. So whenever this type of question will give you that coins are tossed, then at that time P is always equals to half and Q is always equals to half. Okay. Now when 7 unbiased coins are thrown, the probability function fx. I told you that fx represent probability function. Okay. And how many unbiased coins are thrown? 7 unbiased coins are thrown. Number of success x is given by. So what you will do, first you will write the formula Bernoulli trials, or you can say binomial distribution. Formula is fx ncx px qn minus x. I told you in the first line. Now n value, how many coins, unbiased coins are there? 7. So 7 cx, p is half, so half power x, and q n minus x. Q is also half, n value is 7 minus x. Okay. Now you can use law of indices. When you have same thing inside the bracket, their power will add up. So x plus 7 minus x plus x minus x will cancel out. You will get 1 by 2 power 7. That is why I have written 7cx 1 by 2 power 7. X value can be changed. It can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will go up to 7, not more than that. Why? Because there are only 7 unbiased points. Okay. Now they are asking, find the probability of getting exactly 2 tails. Exactly 2 tails means only 2 tails will be there, not more than that, not less than that. It means that x value is 2, success value is 2. Okay, that is why I written Roman 1, probability of getting exactly 2 tails. This formula you will use 7cx, now 7c2. Why? I told you that they are asking exactly 2 tails only, means success. X value is 2. So 7c2 1 by 2 power 7. 7c2 value is 21 and 1 by 2, 1 value is 1 only, and 2 to the power 7 will give you 128. So first answer is 21 by 1 by 2. Now they are asking Roman 2, at most 2 tails. At most means maximum 2 tails. At most means maximum 2 tails. It can be less than 2, but it will never more than 2. Okay, means it will not 3, 4, 5 like this. It can be 2, it can be 1. Okay, it can be 0 also, but it will not be more than 2. Okay, so how you will find at most? So first what you will write, probability of getting at most 2 tails. Probability of getting at most 2 tails. We will use this formula only. At most means maximum it will go, x value maximum go to 2. It can be 0, it can be 1, it can be 2, not more than 2. So in place of x, first you will write 0, then in place of x you will write 1, and then in place of x you will write 2. So what you will write? 7c0 1 by 2 power 7 plus 7c1 1 by 2 power 7 plus 7c2 1 by 2 power 7. This one will not change, only x value will change. At most means 0, 1, 2, not more than that. Okay. Now 7c0 value is 1 and 1 by 2 power 7 is 128. 7c1 value is, use your calculator, I have done already. So I am getting 7. 7c1 value is 7 by 128, 1 by 2 power 7, and 7c2 value is what? 21 by 128. So I am writing like this. Okay. Now after that what you will do? You will add up all this. So 128 will be LCM, and 1 plus 7 plus 21 will give you 21 plus 1 22, 27, 22 plus 7 29 by 128. So second answer is 29 by 128. Okay. Now third they are asking at least 2 tails. At least 2 tails means minimum 2 tails. It can be more than that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It can go up to 7. Not there is only 7 unbiased one. You will not be able to go more than 7. So it will start from 2 and it will go up to 7. Okay. So at least 7 means at least 2 tails means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So what you will write now? Probability of getting at least 2 tails. It means 7c2 1 by 2 power 7 plus 7c3 1 by 2 power 7 plus 7c4 1 by 2 power 7 plus 7c5 1 by 2 power 7 plus 7c6 1 by 2 power 7 plus 7c7 1 by 2 power 7. Okay. Now solve this one. 7c2 1 by 2. It will give you 21 by 128. 7c3 will give you 35 by 1 by 2 will give you 128 plus 7c4 again it will give you 35 by 128 plus 7c5 will give you 21 by 128 plus 7c6 will give you 21 7 by 27 by 128 and 7c7 will give you 1 by 128. Okay. Now when you will add all this, since LCM will come same 128, you have to add 21 plus 35 plus 35 plus 21 plus 7 plus 1. When you will add all this, you will get 120 by 128. Now please cancel this one. 2 6 are 12. 2 6 are 2 4 are 2 3 are 6. 2 2 are 2 3 are 2 2 are again 2 15 are 2 16 are. It means 15 by 16 will be your third answer. Okay, complete this one. Class 12 read question, very short answer. Question number 9. It is given the mean and variance of a binomial distribution are 4 and 3. The mean is given 4 and variance given 3. Okay. Find the value of its parameters. Means we have to find the value of n and p only, because we know that these two are only parameters. Okay, not q. Okay. So mean formula is np equals to 4 and variance is npq equals to 3. Okay. Now np value you know. So in this case you can put to find q equals to 3 by 4. Now you know one thing, p equals to 1 minus q. Okay. So 1 minus 3 by 4 equals to 1 by 4. P value you got 1 by 4. Now when you got p value you can put it here and 1 by 4, this 4 will go that side. 4 4s are 16. So n equals to 16 and p equals to 1 by 4. So this one is your answer. Okay. Just we are putting the formula and finding the answer. Complete this one. Class 12 read, very short. type question. Question number 12. 5 cards are drawn successively with replacement from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. So how many cards are drawn? 5. It means that n equals to 5. Independent trials are equals to 5. What and how many total cards are there in the pack of cards? 52. What is the probability that all the 5 cards are spades, only 3 cards are spades, none of a spades? Okay. So in this one also there are 3 questions. Okay. So first of all, I am taking let x be the number of spades and fx be the probability function of spades in the is given by. So you know that fx equals to ncx px qn minus x. Now n value is 5. Why? Because we are drawing only 5 cards from a pack of 52 cards. So 5cx p. How you will get p? I have written here. You can write before this also. There are 13 spades in 52 cards. We know that there are 13 spades. Okay, you have done in class 11. So p equals to 13 by 52. By 52 because total cards are 52. So 13 by 52. So 13 ones are 13, 13 fours are 52, 1 by 4. So p you are getting 1 by 4. Q will be q equals to 1 minus p, 1 minus 1 by 4. It will come 3 by 4. So p equals to 1 by 4 and q equals to 3 by 4. So in place of p I am writing 1 by 4 power x, q. In place of p I am writing 1 by 4 power n value is 5, 5 minus x. Now first question is all the 5 cards are spades. It means that x value is also 5. Okay, so F5 I have written to understand you. All 5 are spades. Okay, so this formula you will use 5c5, 5c5, 1 by 4 power x, 1 by 4 power 5, 3 by 4, 5 minus x, 3 by 4, 5 minus 5. When you will solve this one, you will get 1 by 1024. So this one is your first answer. Okay. Now they are asking only 3 cards are spades. It means that now it will be 3. Only 3 cards are spades. So what you write? Only, this is Roman 2. Only 3 cards are spades. Okay. So you will write here in place of x now it will change and you have to write 3. So 5c3 1 by 4 power x. It means now it is 3. 3 by 4. So it will be 3. Okay. Q is 3. 3 by 4. 3 by 4 power 5 minus x. So 5 minus 3. Okay. Now when you will solve this one, your answer will be 5c 3 value is 10. 1 by 4. 1 by 4 value is 4 4s are 16, 16, 164, 1 by 64 and 3 power 5 minus 3 2, so 3 power 2 9, 4 power 2 16. Okay, when you will solve this one you will get 45 by 512. Okay, just cancel up and down, you will get 45 by 112. Means using 2's table you can cut 2 5s are 10, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 32 into 16, 512, 5 9s are 45. Okay, so you are getting 45 by 512 when only 3 cards are spades. Now the third part is there is no spade. What they are asking? None is a spade. So at that time x value will be 0 because we are drawing only 5 cards, means x value now we will take 0. Why? Because we are not drawing any spade, because it is written none is a spade. Okay, now f0 we have to write here Roman 3. None is spade. It means 5c0, 1 by 4 power 0, 3 by 4, 5 minus 0. So 5c0, 1 by 4 power 0, 1, you know this when you law of indices you have that. 3 to the power 5 will give you 243 and 4 to the power 5, this is 0. Okay, 4 to the power 5 will give you 1024. It means you are getting 243 by 1024. If none of the drawing parts are straight, then answer will be 243 by 1024. Okay, copy this one. See question number, short answer, question number 6.1. It is written, if x follows a binomial distribution with mean 4 and variance 2, find p in the within the bracket x is greater than equals to 5. So x follows a binomial distribution. Okay, then if mean equals to 4 and variance equals to 2, find probability x is greater than equals to 5. X is greater than equals to 5 means we can take x value 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you will ask, we don't know n value, so how you are going up to 8? Okay, so what is given? First, write that one. Mean equals to 4, variance equals to 2. So mean means NP. NP equals to 4, variance means NPQ, which is equals to 2. Now NP value I am putting in place of NP and we are getting Q value half. When I will get Q value, I can find P value because P is nothing but 1 minus Q. So 1 minus Q, again Q I am getting half as well as P I am getting half. Now in place of P we can put half and n value are getting 8. Means how many trials are there? 8 trials. That is why I will start from 5 and I will go up to 8. And for this reason I have to find n to solve the question. NPQ we have to find. Now it is given Px is greater than equals to 5. It means that we will start from 5 and we will go up to 8. Because n value is 8. Okay, that is why we are going up to 8. If it is 6, we will go up to 6. If it is 7, we will go up to 7. Like this it can change according to our question and what we will find in place of n. Now Px equals to 5. At that time, what is Bernoulli trials of binomial distribution? NCx. N value is 8. Just write the formula NCx Px Q n minus x. I am using this formula here in each and every term. Okay, so NCx means 8c 5 by 5 because we are taking x value 5 first. Then 1 by 2. 1 by 2 why? Because p value is 1 by 2 power x. X is 5. Then Q n minus x. Q is also 1 by 2. So I am writing 1 by 2. N minus x means 8 minus 5. Then plus sign I am giving. I am writing p x equals to 6. Again p now n will remain same. Only x will change. So it will become 8c6 1 by 2 power 6 1 by 2 8 minus 6. N minus x it means 8 minus 6. Again plus. Now Px equals to 7 means 8c7 1 by 2 power 7 1 by 2 8 minus 7. Then plus x equals to 8 8c8 1 by 2 power 8 1 by 2 8 minus 8. Okay. Now when you will solve the first part, you will get 56 by 125 256. Please use your calculator to solve combination one. 8c6. When you will solve 8c6 half power 6 half power 2, you will get 28 by 256. When you will solve 8c7 half power 7 half 8 minus 7, you will get 8 by 256. When you will solve 8c8 half power 8 half 8 minus 8 0, you will get 1 by 256. When you will take the LCM, see LCM will come same 256 only. It means that 56 plus 28 plus 8 plus 1 will give you 93. So this one is your answer. Okay, copy this one. See question number 6.3, short answer. It is written, find the binomial distribution for which the mean and variance are 12 and 3 respectively. Binomial distribution means you have to write formula. Okay, NCx p to the power x q n minus x. You have to write in terms of formula, but you have to know n value, p value and q value. X value you don't know because x value change according to the question. Sometimes it is 2, sometimes it is 3. You have done already last 3 or 4 questions. You have seen that x value will change in each and every question. Okay, binomial distribution means you have first you have to find n value, then p and then q, then you will put in the formula which is ncx p to the power x, q and minus x. Okay, so two things are given to you same, mean equals to 12, variance equals to 3. So np value is given 12, npq value is given 3. Now in place of np I am writing 12. Now you can see 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12. This 4 will go down, q value you are getting 1 by 4. P equals to 1 minus q, 1 minus 1 by 4 because q value you are getting 1 by 4. You will get 3 by 4. And when you will get p value, you can put in this one in place of p 3 by 4. You can see 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12. This 4 will go there, 4 4s are 16. So n value you are getting 16. Okay. Same thing we have done in the last question, also in the last class only. Now binomial distribution formula is ncx p to the power x, q and minus x. Now in place of n you can put 16 because n value you are getting 16. Cx you will write as it is. Px, p value you got how much? 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 power x, q and minus x. Q value is 1. Q value is how much? 1 by 4. So please write here 1 by 4. Power is n minus x, means 16 minus x. N value you know, but x value you don't know. So this one is your binomial distribution. Okay, copy this one. Class 12 short answer question number 7. The probability that a student entering a university will graduate is 0.4%. Means what is the probability that they will graduate? Only 0.4%. 0.4. Find the probability that out of 3 students of the university, none will graduate, only one will graduate, all will graduate. Means they are asking only for 3 students. Okay. And what is the probability of graduation? P equals to 0.4. It means that success rate is 0.4. And what will be the failure rate? You know that I told you in the beginning that if success rate is 0.4, how will find Q? Failure rate. Q equals to 1 minus P, means 1 minus 0.4, which I am getting 0.6. Okay. Now they are asking, the first question is none will graduate. Out of 3, none will graduate. So n equals to how much? 3. And now x is equals to 0 because none will graduate, means x value will be 0. That is why when p x equals to 0 I am taking let x be the number of graduate. So ncx, px, q and minus x formula, n value is 3, x value is 0, p value is 0.4, power x is 0, q is 0.6, n minus x 3 minus 0. Now 3c 0 value is 1, 0.4 power 0, whenever you have power 0 value will be 1 in law of indices you have done. 0.6 power 3, it will give you 0.216 and answer will be 0.216. Now the second part they are asking that only one will graduate, means now x value is 1, n value will remain same. Now in place of x what you will write? 1. So 3c1 0.4 power 1 0 minus 6 3 minus 1. You will get 3 into 0.4 into 0.36. When you will multiply you will get 0.432. Now in the second part, in the third part they are saying all will graduate, means 3 out of 3 will graduate, means x value will be 3. It means 3c3 0.4 power 3 0.6 3 minus 3, it is 3. Write it properly, okay, it is 3. So 3c3 value is 1, 0.4 power 3 value is 0.064 and 0.6 power 0 it will become, because 3 minus 3 will give you 0. So 1, this is your answer. Okay. Your homework is very short answer type questions 7, 1 and 2 and question number 11. Short answer type question you will do 16, 2 and question number 10. If you have any query you can ask me in the given email ID info.sma@outlook.com and by tomorrow you have to submit your homework. Okay. Thank you.